Trump says no war with Iran and infuriates the globalists and our idiot of the week. Stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy chilling with QT back at it again. And today we're going to be talking about another hot topic in the news today. And that is Trump saying no war with Iran over downed drone. So for y'all who don't know, this past week, Iran's been doing some crazy stuff. So there was a drone, the unmanned drone, surveillance drone that got shot down by Iran. So, okay, so one thing, first of all, it was an unmanned drone. It wasn't a plane, one of ours or stuff like that. So there wasn't a casualty as far as a person flying an aircraft or something like that. So, but I mean, I can see how it would be something that could provoke an act of war. But we kind of know how Iran is already. You know, they're a little on the crazy side, saying they want to eradicate the USA, wipe us off the map, wipe Israel off the map. You know, if they ever develop nukes and stuff like that. So it's kind of, you have to, take them pretty serious when they're doing stuff like this. But so Trump was about to push the button on retaliation for the downed drone, and then at the last minute he was just like, no, got to call it off, because he had conferred with some people, and it's like, how many people could possibly lose their lives, and it was like about 150 people. So he's like, nope, we can't take that. Which to me, I applaud him on that one, because it's an unmanned drone, and you could potentially kick off World War III for that. I don't think so. So my whole take on this is, I'm glad Trump didn't start World War III because of this. But like I said, we do know how crazy Iran is and stuff like that. But I just don't think this attack was something that would merit kicking off another crazy world war, because we already have Russia coming out saying, warning Trump and that not to attack Iran, because Russia and Iran are pretty tight. So of course Russia would come to their aid. So I mean, it would be pretty cataclysmic. So my whole thing is, I remember, so back in 2015, the Obama administration freed up like $150 billion worth of assets for Iran and the Iranian nuclear deal. And I'm sitting there and I'm reading this, and I'm like, why would you free up that much money in assets? And they got like 1.8 billion in cash or something like that, but $150 billion in assets freed up for Iran, a country that states that they want to wipe the US and Israel off the map. Okay? So why would you free up that much money for them and just take them at their word that, oh, we're not gonna pursue getting a nuclear weapon and stuff like that? Their whole mission is to wipe us off the map, the US and Israel. That's all they talk about. Why would you do that? So now you have the Democrats coming out saying and blaming Trump, saying he's the cause for all the hatred over there. Why the Iranians are so mad, and he's the cause of that. But yet Trump comes out and at the last minute says, no, I don't want to go to war with Iran because of this. That's a huge shot in the hip to the globalists. The globalists want World War III. They want to kick this off. This has been a plan in the working. I mean, we had Bilderberg 2019 that happened back in May. No telling what they were talking about in those closed doors meetings that they have. Maybe they were talking about kicking off a war with Iran. I don't know. Yeah, but my whole thing is, I'm glad Trump used common sense on this one and said, no, we're not going to war. Not today. Not today, fam. So it's just, I have to applaud him. I have to applaud President Trump on this one. There's a lot of things that Trump does that I don't like. there's a lot of things that I do, I have to give him props on. I have to, I have to give credit where credit's due. And, he doesn't do everything right. There's nobody perfect. We never had a perfect president. So, personally, I don't hate him. There's just some things that he does that I don't like as a president. But I'm not one of those people who's like, down with Trump and impeach Trump and all this and that. It's like, no, he's a sitting president right now. The people voted him in. We have to, we have to stand behind him, not on everything, but on things that are good, and whatever beliefs that you may have. If the president goes down, we all go down. If he fails at doing his job and his duty, then this whole country goes down. So I don't understand why people just want to attack. And it's just like, why don't you, as a United States citizen, I know you have your differences with Trump and all that. Why don't you put that effort to good use? All that energy expended and protesting and making signs and just yep. That's all I hear. Yep. Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump. Use that energy in doing something good for the country instead of just always talking trash about the president. When Obama was in office, there were some things that he did. I was like, okay, all right. But there was a lot of things that I was like, I can't believe, he's doing that. Especially this thing with Iran, unfreezing $150 billion worth of assets for this radical regime. I was like, yo, man, what are you thinking, fam? What are you thinking doing that? But I wasn't outside every day, picking in and with protest signs, get Obama out of office and stuff like that. No, I could see both sides of where he was coming from. And, like I said, there's some things I applauded him on, and there's some things I just had to shake my head. But I believe if the president fails at his job, then, the whole country goes down. So we have to keep our heads up. We have to put the energy where the energy needs to be. It's not towards hate and name calling and all this stuff, And I know Trump does that stuff. He makes tweets about this and that, and it's kind of some childish stuff. But at the end of the day, he's still the president, So that's my whole take on that. And I just hope that this doesn't escalate, to the next World War or something like that. It seems, there's just one thing after the other. I know that there was that strike on the tanker, the oil tanker. They said Iran was doing it and stuff like that. Don't know all the details about it. They were claiming that, they put proximity mines on the tankers or stuff like that. And I don't know, but it could be true. Well, whatever. But I do know that Trump doesn't want war with Iran. He's anti-establishment, anti-globalism and all that. And actually, back in 2016, when he made that quote that we will not surrender this country or its people to the false songs of globalism, the nation state remains the true foundation of peace and harmony. So that's it. He doesn't want the United States being mixed up in all this stuff like the United Nations and, they're for all this one world government type thing. Just world peace, world harmony, whatever. That's what they quote. But all they want is war so they can get rich or get exceedingly rich and more powerful. Let's put it that way. So that's one thing. When Trump was coming in office, he's very anti-globalism and anti-establishment for all these people who want this new world order, and putting everybody under one seat of control. So, like I said, that's one thing I have to applaud Trump on. I'm glad that he didn't go through with the strike and that, people didn't lose their lives because of, like I said, it's unmanned surveillance drone. Nobody lost their life. It was just an attack on one of our drones. So, but other than that, so let's get into this week's idiot. So this week's idiot is none other than who? AOC. That's right. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So in the tweet that she put out about there was a big explosion in a Philadelphia refinery. Some butane caught fire, exploded, and set off a chain reaction to this huge explosion. So AOC comes out with this tweet, and she posts a video of the explosion.
This was Philadelphia after an oil refinery exploded this morning. So, what's that about? How climate change is an existential crisis that would disproportionately impact working class people and burn its way up? We need a solution on the scale of the crisis. Hashtag Green New Deal.
Okay, so she's saying that this isolated, incident at this one refinery is why we need this Green New Deal. It's why, you don't need to be driving that car anymore. You don't need to be driving that 4x4 jacked up with those tires on it that's getting 12 miles to the gallon. You don't need that. Well, while she's flying around, in jets to her little meetings and driving, I'm sure she doesn't drive, but she has somebody that drives her using, petrochemical refinery, the refinery making the gas for the vehicle and the jet fuel for the planes. But at the same time, she's like, this just points to the direction, that we need this Green New Deal. And it's like, what? Really? This isolated incident is why? This is why we need the Green New Deal? Come on, man. Come on. It's just another thing to where they can tax people more, and it's just it's another hidden tax. Some of these people really, they don't care about the environment. They can care less about the environment. Hear me out. These people do not care about the environment. They care about an agenda. They care about their own agenda, and they care about enslaving other people in here and and just in their lives in general. So I just hate it when people use these little small isolated incidents to push an agenda. It's tragic what happened at the refinery, but that is one of the things that come along with the petrochemical industry like that is and is in the refineries is there's always that chance and that hazard of something happening. The randomness of everything. You can have explosions. I work in the refinery industry, and there's always that chance that something could happen. But we pray every day, and we make it to where that we have a safety culture to where we go out and do our jobs and come back home safe. So I just can't believe she used this one isolated incident to promote her Green New Deal. All hogwash. But anyway, so YouTube, let me know what you think about Trump, striking down, the no war with Iran and stuff like that. And also with AOC and her quote about the Philadelphia refinery explosion and stuff like that, trying to push the Green New Deal. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. And as always, if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe. All right. Peace, YouTube. If you like what you just saw, consider hitting that subscribe button for more great content.